matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference, LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Handoff here from the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
The defense came out ready to go on that 2nd down and short. No chance for the offense, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Trying to dig in here on this opening drive. It's 3rd down and inches. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll run it here. First down, looking for more now. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, is an impressive start, Kirk. An emotional game like this to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for his team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? A screen pass complete to the running back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Bootleg looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And that's incomplete, way off target. Had a man wide open. That's on the quarterback.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Pitch play to the back. Breaking free at midfield. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Oh, the defense had a chance there to keep him short of the first down marker, but that option, the execution of it, the pitch, just enough for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the handoff again. Fights through the tackler. An exciting spin move, but doesn't produce much of a gain. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895, but you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West and became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on.
He's going for a big play downfield. This one is dropped low and around him. He couldn't make the catch, incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. Defense busting coverage. Leave the receiver wide open, and boy, oh boy, did they catch a break.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back. It's Van Buren. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
On the field, it's 4th down and 9. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Alabama.
From the shotgun, handoff inside.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Throws to the tight end. Over the middle and incomplete. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Russell. Quick throw, testing the middle. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Third down try fails, and they'll punt it. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they're spotted here. Offense back onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Handing off on the draw play. The defense swarms him in the backfield. They have nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Fox. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes the handoff. A quick juke. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Cristiano's spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's a run. Running back's got it. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Looking for the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Finally tackled at the 7. What a play! Sets up a 1st and goal now.
Boy, 3rd down, you know you're going to get a lot of pressure from this defense. Quarterback's protected. Does a great job of putting that ball where his receiver can make a play on it. What I love is what this guy does after the catch to picking up huge yards to set up now a 1st and goal.
He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking right. This one caught. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a 1st down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Van Buren. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Design quarterback run. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Can't get past the 2, but at least avoid the safety.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To the air. It's Russell. Quick throw to his receiver. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. One more play here in the quarter. Play action here on first down. Looking deep to the right side. And it's caught inside the 10. They finally get him down, but the offense with a big spark to wrap up the first quarter of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the... We're ready now for the second period. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, LSU.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
Here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Back to throw. It's Russell. Grab down the middle. It's Hampton.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
Here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. He keeps it on a design run. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. They make the stop, but not before he gains the 1st down. The screenplay works. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
The shotgun running play call. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back. It's Russell. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
Now we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. They'll give it to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it. That's the first down and more. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, I don't know, but just something about that Bama uniform, when they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. They'll give it to the running back. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw. It's Russell. There's a swing pass to the running back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. Can he make it to the marker? He'll be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Back to pass. It's Russell. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. 3rd down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice 3rd down conversion on the curl.
There's the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Ball handed to the running back. Oh, what a move. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Looking to make a big play downfield. And this is Dobbs. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the move now. Quarterback looking to scramble. Picks up the first down and still going. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
First down here for this offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep down the middle. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, I don't blame him at all for taking advantage of this matchup. Put that receiver out on the left. If he gets the matchup you like, take a shot downfield on the post and hit it for a big touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. quarterback appears to be changing the play. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result, some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. They'll try and run it. There's the running back. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Third down after that running play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got room to run. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally steps out of bounds, but an enormous return to flip the field. This will likely be the last play of the half. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. 21. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, it's really hard to be accurate when you're falling back and not getting anything on the football. He threw that ball off his back foot.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Fires it to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
What a great play by the quarterback here. Everybody is blanketed in man coverage, so instead of forcing the ball, he just tucks it and takes off. Heads-up play to pick up a bunch of yards.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a dart right down the middle. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
He hands it to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. To throw, it's Van Buren. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
Great job by this defense of tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
Head coach stays aggressive after failing in the last two fourth down attempts. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Toss it to the back. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Second down after that previous play. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Meadows. Finds room at the 30. He's in the clear. Touchdown! They couldn't stop him here. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Goes out of bounds at the 32. That's a decent return. And that mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember last time, looked for it on fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
We went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. looking downfield. It's Van Buren. The pocket breaking down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. And the punt team now on to kick it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Offense will keep it on the ground here. As the first down is still going. Breaking free at the 35. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense cannot be stopped. This is an ominous sign for LSU. The Crimson Tide beginning to really roll now, Kirk, and pull away here.
Chris, we thought this would be a highly contested game with both these teams typically at the top of the SEC standings, but give Alabama a lot of credit. Everything going their way today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That's caught. It's Watkins. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. No huddle here for the offense. To throw, it's Van Buren. Pulls it in. It's Fox. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he get there on the ground? They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Touchdown, Tide. They continue to roll up the score. Well, Kirk, we knew this guy was a dangerous returner. Took the football and just knifed through that coverage team.
You know, a lot of times we talk about vision. Usually we're talking about running backs trying to find a lane. But returners need to have that as well. You just saw how great vision allows this returner to kind of weave his way through the defenders for a touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so he'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchdown. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down, looking to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Pass caught, second down. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. He bought some time, now lets him go. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. He's got the first and still going. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
What a big gain by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on to throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to see a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
Play down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The DB's backing off from the line now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Let's it fly out of the wideout. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Pound 55 weak.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
It's a shotgun run call. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Dropping back. It's Russell. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! Touchdown, Alabama, as they put 6 more on the board.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, looking for the wideout. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, the hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
This should be the last play of the quarter. The tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. A quick throw to the flat, it's a screen. It's a fumble. The defense has got it. And the ball to the ground. The ball bounces out of bounds, and the offense will hold on to possession.
Well, I thought the defense had a real shot at it, but the fumble rolls out of bounds, and the offense will keep possession and a double-digit lead. What a break for the offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches a 38. First down from there.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Back's got it on a counter.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Inside the 25. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Come on, set.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be first and goal.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Tide offense line up here on first and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Toss play to the outside. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8.
Let's go.
Back to pass. It's Russell. Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now.
Here we go.
They'll run here on third and goal.
Man, I'm just shocked that they ran the football here on third and goal. They must have seen something based on their film study that said, if they give us this look down close by the goal line, we got to run it. But, man, bad call, backfires, and now they get a tough decision here on fourth down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Not the accuracy we expect from the senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Quick throw to his receiver. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, second down and 11. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Using his legs on the scramble. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
How about this call here on third down, Chris? They go with the RPO. The quarterback makes the right read. He's able to extend this drive by getting the yards that they needed to get to the marker.
Ball handed off. Breaking tackles.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up. And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. QB decides to keep it here. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Leaning on the run game here late. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3?
2-9 Philly.
Quarterback still with the football. The ball is loose in the backfield. Scooped up in the defense. Across midfield. Inside the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, LSU. From red zone all the way to the other end zone. What a reversal.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Important second down play coming up. And the offense will just take a knee. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory. This matchup had folks around the country stopping and paying attention. We expected a tough battle right down to the final minute, but this was a blowout as number one just gets humbled.
I'm just in complete shock. You know, anytime you see two top 5 teams, you'd always expect to see a competitive game. With this number 1 ranked team, I don't think they were mentally prepared, plain and simple. When you're facing a top 5 opponent with a bad mindset, things like this are going to happen.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.